Hey, this is Drake, a Dark Rider. This is a different type of video because it's one I never thought I'd have to make. Um, so far, the entire team is kind of distraught, and I'll get into that in a moment. But before I mention that, I'm going to mention that there's going to be a rework of the way the channel's going to work. I don't know if we'll still be running on a 3 weekly basis. We might be boosting it back to 2 weekly basis, so that way it's certain videos, it'll be only four series going on at a time, so where you see same two, different two, same two, different two, or something like that. But I'm pretty much going with that, and the way this is all going is because one of our members, the Jade, has sadly passed. It's honestly still something I'm trying to wrap my head around. But we are currently processing it. I only got the call today, just after, I think it was around 5 today. I got the call from Jade's father, and honestly, I don't know what to think, really. I'm not going to go into full detail because it's not my business to speak about it. It's more, I mentioned a little bit about this in a different video, but I still believe that it's still kind of personal. So it's more like respecting Jade and his family in this case. But I think it was just over 2 months ago, I made a video talking about this, but Jade was diagnosed with cancer, and we knew that was a bad thing. We were all worried about him, but we all hope for the best. We all were wishing him the best, and yeah, I got a call today. At first, I had regular calls every now and then from Jade's father, and things were going well. Apparently things were looking up. He was looking better with the when they started chemo. But no, I got the call today, and yeah, apparently he died today. And honestly, I'm staying level-headed only because being the leader of I was technically applied as the leader of the channel. When we made this when we made the group back in 2000, and I think it was 10, it was just Alex and I. Early 2010 to 2009 is when we kind of made the initial YouTube channel, which was where we were before we moved to this one. Then later on we had a few other friends join us, and then Jay joined us, who was our 5th member. Then we had a falling out, and 2 other members that are still friends of mine, but we had a falling out, and they left to do their own thing. But for quite a few years, it was just myself, Jade, and Alex, and we had fun. We did a bunch of silly videos here and there. It was just miming to songs and having a bit of fun, which is how we started the original channel. We did the Let's Get Randoms, which were amazing fun. We basically went to an anime convention that's near us, dressed in some type of theme half the time, and just record ourselves dancing with friends or just random people there at the convention. Then I edit it, put music to it, and post on YouTube. And then eventually we got into gaming. And I have so many fond memories. Some of my fondest memories through the last decade have been with Jade, and that's not even remotely justified with how much it meant, because I didn't get into Xbox because until I met him, because I was always PlayStation, and then Jade had a spare Xbox 360, which he brought over one time and gave it to me with his a copy of Halo, the Combat Edition, whatever it was called, and yeah, he got me into it. Like, my first series of it was my first ever time playing Halo was for the channel. And don't get me wrong, when we moved channels to this one, I re-uploaded the original Halo series to this channel. If you want to watch it, you feel free, but I warn you, the first season of our like Halo 1's playthrough that we do on the channel, this was before I had any editing system or anything, so it is horribly edited, and you can see us pointing the camera at the TV. It was so bad back then. But yeah, it's like so many, like, he got me into Xbox games, which actually evolved quite a lot. Now I have an Xbox One, which I avidly play. I don't have money for an Xbox Series X, I think it's called, the new one, or PS5. I need to get one at some point, but I just don't have the money. But yeah, he got me into them, and I guess he's also kind of the reason why I split into just full-on multi-platform gaming, because like originally it was just PlayStation, and eventually I got to PC, but because of him I developed an interest in Xbox games, and there's a lot of Xbox games I play now. Then they've got the Switch games which I play now, so all of that's thanks to him. But honestly, I'm still in the phase where this doesn't seem real. Like, in all honesty, I'm at the point now where I could wish I could just sleep tonight, and tomorrow it's just a big dream. But yeah, like, for the most part, I'm keeping a level head. Like, don't get me wrong, I am like a push away from just breaking down, but I feel like I shouldn't, only because I was assigned as the leader of our team, and in all honesty, someone needs to be kind of like the supporting rock for like everyone else, and I've always been good with that because I've always been the one that's always been able to help other people with their problems, just because I'm a good listener. But yeah, because of that, like, I let everyone know. I didn't make a big post about it on Facebook because, again, at the current moment, I don't think it was appropriate. Eventually I should. I should, like, do a full-on post and let everyone know, but I'm just letting it kind of, like, sink in at the moment. But, like, I've let close friends know, like, all of the team members of the YouTube team, because we were all, like, good friends, so I let all of them know. I've let quite a few people know through Discord who are also close friends. Yeah, there's not really much to say, honestly. All I'm doing right now is I've spent today kind of like just wrapping my head around it and keeping myself from thinking about it, to be the most accurate way of putting it, because I don't need to break down right now. I honestly need to be... It's less about like making sure things go stable for the channel right now, which is why I'm probably going to be doing adjusting, and chances are, apart from maybe one video I throw together to go with this for the weekend, there honestly might not be any videos this particular weekend, despite the fact that my PlayStation broke like earlier this week, so I could record a normal series even if I wanted to. But like, in all honesty, at the current moment, like, I'll probably maybe throw, again, as I said, one video of something to throw with this for the weekend, but there probably won't be videos this week, only because everyone on the team needs time to like process all this, like I am. But I did feel like I should at least let you guys know, because we've always been transparent with our audience. We've always let everyone who watches our content and is actually gracious enough to enjoy our content, like, for those people that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. We appreciate every single one of you, and we always want to make sure that what you see from us is always what you get. Like, if we're playing a game, we want you to see and actually hear we're enjoying ourselves. If we're making a fact video, we want you to hear what we actually think, not just we never do a script because that's pointless. Don't get me wrong, scripts can always be fine because some people do it really well. I'm subscribed to a few YouTubers who can pull off really good entertaining scripts of like different scenarios, like game wise or whatever. But we always just want to be transparent, because at the end of the day, we want you to enjoy what we do, and we want to be genuine. So this is kind of the reason why I decided to make this video, because like eventually the question would come up of why the Jade doesn't appear in any more videos, and yeah, like, we are going to miss him. We had a lot planned. We had a lot that we wanted to do with him. It was only earlier this year we talked about stuff like a Minecraft server that we do together, or like playing Ark when I finally got things set up. There's so much we had planned to do with him. We just didn't think it would end abruptly. Like, even till the point now, when he got hit with cancer, we were still talking about like things that we had planned for the future. Like, hell, every third weekend when it's the Monster Hunter recording weekend, because that's not a recording that we do in-house, he would come over here that week and we'd spend literally an entire day watching anime. Now I have an entire page of anime that we'd select from and watch, because I was kind of his go-to guy for anime since of how much I watch it. And there's so much I wanted to show with him, but it's impossible. There's not much I could say, really. Like, it still feels impossible. Like, it doesn't feel like this is happening, yet I know it is. But yeah, like, I'm pretty much just rambling right now, but at the end of the day, like, I need to make sure you guys know I've let everyone, to the best of my abilities, know about all this. Hell, I was so just like, I knew I was in rather headspace late after I heard that, so I ended up cancelling the stream I was supposed to do tonight on my Twitch, and I literally spent like a couple hours just keeping my mind distracted. I even set up like it's 2:30 a.m. right now, so technically it's today, but tomorrow night's stream where I'm gonna live stream the first episode or first stream of me doing a randomizer Nuzlocke of Soul Silver. But I was setting up all of the different things for that, and I think I spent like a good hour or two setting up all the like things that's needed to make sure that's running properly in all the programs. But yeah, like, I was just keeping my mind distracted, and see, it's hard. Like, probably the hardest thing for me is this is one of those cases where I feel like things are just bullshit, because Jade is one of the most careful person or people you will ever meet, because he's like me. He doesn't drink and he doesn't smoke. He's never done either. Like, I've never had a drink of alcohol, never had a smoke. He's the same. The only difference is, though, that his diet is probably better than mine, because like, I eat just junk and barely any of the 5 basic food groups that you actually need to have a working like immune system and everything. Like, I eat so much bad shit, like so much junk and fried food and like stuff like that. But Jade was always careful with what he did, with what he ate, with, like, he was careful about so much stuff, and he was probably one of the most honest and honestly best people I've ever met. Jade is unmistakably someone that you will never meet in a lifetime. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, one thing that anyone could see from him was the fact that, like, he had confidence issues out the arse. Like, to be fair. He did not think highly of himself at all, which we kept trying to drill into his head, which is a wrong thing to think of. But hey. Because, like, Jade is hilarious. We've had multiple series where it's proven that he is hilarious. We've talked about it multiple times that he is an entertaining person to watch. Like, when it comes to facial features, yeah, sure, he might not have been the most expressive person, but when it comes to his personality, if you weren't seeing him, like, through a camera and you were just hearing his voice, like with our Monster Hunter series, you will hear a vibrant and entertaining person, because he had, like, I've known him since we started the channel. When we started the channel, while we were still in school, he had he had one of those personalities where he was kind of in his own shell, and it was hard. He wasn't really the type to do much without, like, getting permission first, or it was really hard for him to do anything new. But for those that stuck with us for most of the channel, will see his growth, because as you watch some of the older stuff and then see it evolve into the newer stuff, he got into his own. He started to come out, his personality. He got a great sense of humor. He got quippy. He became quite a bit of a smartass during some recordings, which was hilarious. It led to so many good scenes. But yeah, it's like the Jade had so much to give when it came to his personality, and honestly, you could not ask for a better friend. We had some hilarious bits, like, he always had this saying where, like, if he really needed to swear, he would get one of us to do it for him, and he always had the same saying for that. He said that he doesn't do it because he can't swear, it's that he chooses not to, which is very respectable. And, like, he had his way of life, and honestly, you can't fault him for that. I respect the man a hell of a lot. He was probably one of my best friends, one of my closest friends in general, and in all honesty, one of the oldest friends I know. Not just because he's older than me, but for the fact that there aren't many friends I have that I've known for as long as I have him, that have stuck around. Most of the other friends I've had for that long either turned out to not actually be friends, or we grew apart. So, like, he's one of the only ones that actually I stayed that connection with. Most of it was, don't get me wrong, it's because of the YouTube channel. But, like, I've said this always. I said this multiple times to anyone. Like, said to his father. I've said it to everyone who's ever asked me, like, why I created the YouTube channel and why do I keep going with it. Half of it has always been to entertain you guys, but if I'm speaking completely honest, like, about all of this, and chances are there might not even be a chance that anyone who knows him will hear this, but the other half of why I've always kept this channel going was because it helped Jade. Not, like, be better at anything or whatever, or any of that shit. I'm not saying, like, I was trying to improve him or anything. But Jade, as I said, he had self-confidence issues, and he was basically in his own bubble. But as the years went over with the YouTube channel, I got to see him grow, and I got to see him actually show what personality he was hiding, and it was great. Like, I kept the channel going because I was having so much fun basically just hanging out with him and Melvin and Now we had Suki and Will, which I adore chatting with as well. But in all honesty, that's the whole point of like the half the point of the channel was the fact of I didn't want the channel to end solely for the fact that I knew it was helping Jade to, like, he was still had a long way to go before he got rid of that stupid lack of confidence thing, but even I know that's not a switch you can turn off. Like, if anyone ever tells you that, like, if you're feeling if you're depressed, like if you have depression or anything, and anyone tells you to just get over it, or if people say it just gets better with time, those that have it know it doesn't, because depression's not something that you can turn off. It's basically a switch where it stays with you for the entirety of your life, and every now and then it's just going to turn on and off. Like, every now and then you could have the happiest day of your life, and then it turns on, you feel like crap. Literally, for a time, like a little bit later, you could feel better. You could not. But it's not something that will go away. You can just learn to live with it. That's basically what most people do. Some people use medication, some people like me just press through it. But then you have like that's the same thing with self-confidence. It's not something that you can easily lose or gain. Like you can easily, like when it comes to lack of self-confidence, you could easily gain more of that because of people treating you badly or having a bad experience. But to remove that feeling from you is an almost impossible task, because once you have that mentality set in stone, it's really hard to break, and it's hard to make people, like, hard to change your brain to the point where it's like, okay, well, I don't have anything to worry about. I'm amazing. Because even I don't think that. Like, even I know I'm a moron. But, like, Jade, overall, like, he grew quite as as a good person through this channel. And honestly, like, I cherish the memories I have with him on the channel. Like, hell, I don't care how well or poorly this channel does. At the end of the day, I'm going to continue this channel with my friends solely because of A, because we like to entertain you guys, and B, because we have fun doing it. So, like, all of us are definitely going to continue doing this channel stuff. There's a good chance we're not going to grow at all. It's a chance that we'll stay stuck as, like, a really minimal channel for pretty much ever. That's always a possibility, and it's always something that every YouTuber has to come to deal with, because, well, the formula's not guaranteed, and we already know that because the formula bites us in the ass a million times over. So there's a good chance that we're not going to see, like, remote growth. But that's fine, honestly, because at the end of the day, for those that do come to watch us, we appreciate. Like, for those that watch us and are entertained by us, be it the fact videos, the gaming videos, whatever's going on, we appreciate those that decide that they want to watch us. There's people that think I'm full of shit. There's people that don't like me. You're entitled to your opinion. If you want to hate me, go ahead. Like, I can't change anyone's personality, and I can't change how people feel about me. I know I've done a lot in my time that are wrong. Oh, it's only the last couple of years that I've got my life together, and I've kind of turned everything around. Like, I've cut toxic people from my life. I'm basically just living how I want to live now. And yeah, honestly, it's just how things are. But yeah, it's, when it comes to the channel, we are, like, even if we stick at the numbers we have now, fine, because as long as we're entertaining people, we don't care. Like, as long as there is at least someone watching our content and actually liking what we put out, then we'll keep making it. The moment we see, like, weeks upon the weeks where no one's watching our shit and we know that we're not entertaining people anymore, we'll pack up. Like, the moment we know we're not entertaining anyone, we'll pack up. But as long as, bare minimum, we're getting like 1 to 5 or even more views on some of the videos, which I'm always happy to see. As long as we're entertaining people, we're going to keep making videos. Just this time, it's not just going to be about having fun and entertaining you guys. Part of it's going to be we're continuing the channel because of the memories we had with Jade. Like, chances are I probably won't even remove his icon from, like, I might, if I ever update the banner, I probably won't remove him from it. If we ever update the icon again, I probably won't remove him from it. But that's more because out of respect. Like, he may be gone, but he's still a member of the channel. He is still one of us, and that won't change. But yeah, I think I've rambled quite a lot right now. I've actually almost broken down like several times through this video, but I digress. I needed to let you guys know. Apologies about the videos like this week and last week and how things have been really shit lately. This is all like, we thought COVID was going to be the biggest nightmare that we saw in the last couple of years. We didn't think that cancer would be the thing to just randomly pop up, and within like us, not even half a year, we had less than a quarter of a year go by. Like, just over 2 months had passed between when it started and when it ended. And we didn't expect, like, everything to be cut so short so soon. Like, we don't know how we're going to process it, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep my head held high, mainly because I have friends who are getting hit as hard as I am, but are nowhere near able to handle it as well as I can. Like, she knows, like, she knows about this, but like Suki and Will, like, Will didn't know him for as long as I have, but still got hit hard. I haven't heard back from Alex. I messaged him earlier, and then Suki, she looked up to him and was like, she was bawling her eyes out when she found out he had cancer. She was distraught when she found this out today. And then you have other friends who equally have been distressed, and I can't even imagine his father at the moment, because like, when his father called me, understandably he was in tears. Like, it was even unreal when he called me, because when I got the call, I heard it was him. I heard something on the phone, but I didn't know what it was. But I was like, oh, he's calling me for an update. Okay, so I hope you're doing well. But then he dropped the news, and I heard the tears, and I'm like, this is happening. This has happened. What the fuck? How, out of all of us, out of the Irish who, like, the Irish who drinks, Melvin who does, like, who drinks as well and has like a similar bad eating habit to me, though he eats more better shit than I do. Like, out of everyone out of the team, how is the most careful person the one that gets punished with this shit and gets axed off? So, in all honesty, like, my biggest sympathies go out to his family. I'm like, I do hope that they can get through this. I know they won't feel remotely good anytime. Like, not just anytime soon. I can't imagine how hard this hits them, because I know how hard it hits me. It hits me very hard, to the point where, like, I am emotionally unstable, yet I am keeping things, like, calm because I need to make sure that I'm there for other people when they need me. But it's more the fact of like, if that's how I'm feeling, his father alone, I could tell, was just past the point, but like past his breaking point, and I fully understand. Like I could not imagine how hard he's being hit by that, let alone the rest of his family. And my sympathies go out to them, because I've met with his father quite a few times. He is a great man, and honestly, I hope he can get through this, like, remotely well. Like, I don't even know what's gonna happen at this point. If Jade actually has a funeral, you can bet your ass I'll be there, and it'll be the very first funeral I go to. If he doesn't have one, then that's fine. But like, in all honesty, I just hope his family is going to be able to get through this. I give my deepest condolences to them, and my deepest sympathies to their loss. And hopefully they can just, like, hopefully they can find a way to get through this entire event. Not forget, never forget, but like, just find a way to cope. Is the best way I could put it. Because, yeah, as I said, like, no one should have to experience this. No one should ever have to experience a family member going through this event. But yeah, nah. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens. But as I said, I will not be removing Jade from any form of the channel. Like, there's a chance that he might be removed from the Discord solely for the fact that, like, I don't know what will happen to his computer and stuff, like whether his accounts will be deleted and stuff. But if it doesn't get deleted, I'm not removing him from the Discord. I won't remove him from any of my friends list, even if like his accounts get deleted, because obviously. I won't be removing him from anything involved in the channel involving like the banner, the icon, anything. Not even on my Twitter, because he may be gone, but he is still a member of this channel, and he's still one of our best mates. And yeah, anyway, that's about it. That's all. Like I've rambled on quite a lot. This is already a really long ass update video, but that's the long and short of it, honestly. I wanted to let you guys know at least about what's going on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy our content. Apologies if this video is a bit more sad than our usual content, but it had to be said, and in all honesty, as I said, we try to be transparent with you guys. So I'm not gonna come on here and make big ass jokes on every little detail, because this is not a joking matter. I can joke about things that happened in the past that are joke worthy, but this entire event is not a joking matter. But yeah, I don't, like, honestly, it will take a while for me to get over this, if ever. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna leave it there, just to let you guys know. Also, if you, I probably should have mentioned at the beginning, but if you notice the style different here, this is technically the webcam I use for streaming. I'm mainly using this one just because I want to make sure I can edit and post the video as soon as I'm literally done recording this. so recording this on my main PC just makes it easier. But yeah, for now, my good people, I will be leaving it there. I hope you guys enjoy our content. Hopefully we'll see you guys in other videos. Feel free to check them out. But for now, leave a like, leave a subscribe, check your videos, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.